Okay, this is Ringwalk Media. We're over in Manchester. We're at the press conference for the Smith and he's just bumping into Eubank and Smith, but we've got probably what could be the fight of the night. EKOW Usman with us. How are you, mate?
Yeah, no, I'm good, thank you, man. I'm just taking it all in and enjoying it, really.
Tell you what, you enjoyed that press conference. There were a few dodgy words going on there.
Well, you know, just make it entertainable for people, showing people what I'm about, not shying away from obviously having a little argument or conversation. So, yeah.
Well, listen, you do have the 3 belts. You are the senior fighter in, you know, the words of obviously the belts, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think that he's going to bring to the party that's going to try and overcome you? I mean, you know, you're very adamant you're going to beat him.
Yeah, I will beat him. I'm a touch above. I think there's probably a lot of pressure on him. Obviously, he's got a big occasion now. They've had to spend a lot of money on getting this fight to happen from another promotional aspect, and he's probably got that pressure behind him where he's feeling he needs to do something, he needs to come big, bossy, Riley. But I've just not let him. Just had a little play with it and stuff like that. He's a good boxer. He has his good fundamentals. He depends too much on his right hand, and just going to make him pay for it.
You keep saying you're going to make him pay. And last time out, of course, it was a cracking fight, victorious, and you know, I think probably that was my favourite fight of yours that I've seen. You really you used your head a lot more than I've seen you before, and the power you've sort of grown into. You know, you are a hard puncher now.
Yeah, well, I've always been a hard puncher. I've just not known how to use it properly and the times when to use it. So, in my last fight, it was I wasn't a pressure fighter. I was a boxer in my last fight. I boxed him, and I enjoyed it, and I used that engine to help me do that and whatnot. And this fight will be a culmination of that kind of Danny Ball fight, plus boxing, plus moving, and it's just going to be enjoyable. I'm going to enjoy it anyway.
I think we're going to enjoy it as well, because it's been touted as the fight of the night, I have to say, and I think there's definitely going to be 2 boxers that think they can win in that ring, so it's a cracking sort of fight to watch. How easy was it for you to make this fight? Because obviously you're from another promoter, Frank Warren, and it's good that all of a sudden now boxing is started to do these collaborations.
Yeah, well, they sent an offer, and Frank Warren asked if we'd be willing to. We said we was happy. I feel like we was going to fight anyway in the build-up of things, because I know he was trying to get a British mandatory spot at one point. So as soon as someone does that, they're on my targets. It's not about waiting for them to come for me. I'm studying them, ready for them.
Yeah, and of course, you are now the British outright champion, aren't you? That's a great feeling.
Yep, that's right, British outright champion. So he knows when he's coming in there, he's not messing with someone who just wants to have the title. I have it, I've defended it, I've had those people coming for me. He's just another victim.
We saw the belt up there on the table. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty.
You're not losing that, are you, in a hurry?
Nah, never.
And listen, you know, a lot of fights on the card. It's a great card. What other fight are you looking forward to? Maybe Jack Massey and Parker? That's a good one.
Yeah, that will be a good one. But the one I'm probably most looking forward to is obviously the top of the card, because all the back and forth between them, I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, I think they pushed the line a little bit today, didn't they?
Yeah, just a bit.
When you've got Chris Eubank and Liam Smith in the same room, it's never going to be quiet, is it?
Nah, it never will be. And I think that's why the fight will be a good one.
So come on, prediction time. You can't sit on the fence.
No,
you can't.
No. Everyone's asked me for predictions. I've told you all, look, they're both good. I can both see.
We know that.
I can both see them knocking each other out. We all know that. I just want to see what happens.
Well, listen, and one final thing before we let you go. Last time we saw you, you just had your little baby. You hadn't seen her. A little girl, wasn't it?
A little boy.
A little boy. Sorry, yeah. Apologies. And your wife's there. Are they all well? Is everything good?
Yeah, they're all good. Little boy's crawling / trying to walk already. My little girl's just terrorizing the hell out of life. That's she keeps me fit for camp. Like she keeps me on it. Like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm running after her. So. Yeah.
Oh, listen, that's what really matters, mate. So, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you well, and we cannot wait for this fight. Thank you, mate.
Thanks for having me.